I just made a short video about this, so I have a corresponding long form video about why in self-development and coaching we don't try to change other people. I am really tired. That's why my eyes are kind of closing down, but I promise I will try to be articulate. Self-development is about changing yourself. I started coaching because I hated other people. Precisely for that same, I mean, for that exact reason, right? Um, I was a software engineer trying to get promoted, work the corporate ladder, but then my only problem was I hated people, but politics require you to talk with a lot of people, so that's how I got started in the journey of coaching. And so I understand why you people, not you people, why people in general want to change other people. The primary motivation for wanting to change other people, I think, is number one, there's a very deep unconscious belief that you are right. You're fairly smart, you're intelligent, so you have all the reasons to be right. So in your mind, you are the protagonist. And other people, when they don't align to how you want them to act, they become villains, right? So there's a unconscious belief of everything I think is objectively right. And because of that, it makes other people objectively wrong in your opinion. So that's one big reason why. But at the same time, self development isn't that easy because it requires you to think a lot about different things. It requires you to accept that sometimes you thought wrong. Sometimes you didn't know all that better. Sometimes you just weren't that informed when you were making those decisions. And sometimes you weren't mature in your actions. And sometimes you did things that incurred um, consequences that you didn't want to invite into your life. So, all of this is relatively hard compared to other people changing for me, right? So, there's a big convenience factor of when other people change, then I don't have to really do anything. So that's good. But ultimately, doesn't really, why this isn't really a recommended way to live, and if you are interested in self development and coaching and improving your life, why we don't talk about other people is number one, we don't know what other people are thinking. I'm telling you all these things in this video, but how do you know if I'm not thinking about anything else right now? What if I could be thinking of a bunch of potatoes as I'm talking to you? And I just am really eloquently spoken when um, even when I'm talking about potatoes. What if I don't believe any of this crap? Coaching? The fuck? Hypnosis? Unconscious? I don't care. Karma? What's that? What if I actually believe that and I'm just being ingenuous with you here and trying to convince you for whatever reason? You can't know that, right? And when you write me comments like you tell me these videos are really good, but how do I know if you believe that they suck or not? And when someone writes a full comment, how do I know that they're secretly not in love with me or in love with me, you know? So you don't know what other people think. You only look at what you observe, and even that is filtered by so many different things. And you have all these cognitive biases and like unconscious biases, and they're all working at interplay even when you're not recognizing them. So other people, you like, I could work with you on a Zoom call, right? And if I spend the whole hour with you talking about other people, it's kind of a waste because you don't know what other people are thinking. I would much rather spend that time actually talking to you about your brain. So this is also why it's very important to be honest with your therapist or a coach. And so that's why when you pick a coach or when you pick a therapist, you pick someone who you feel like you can be completely transparent with. And coaching is an unregulated field, but I follow my personal code of conduct that everything that I discuss in my sessions, I don't disclose anywhere else without your explicitly granted permission. But anyway, you don't know what other people think. And secondly, you can't control other people. So a lot of people don't want me to make YouTube. I don't want hateful comments to write themselves. I don't want people to unsubscribe from my email list or my YouTube channel, but I can't stop them, right? I can give them $1 million, but I can't stop them from click the unfollow button, right? And conversely, um, other people may want me to not do YouTube. Other people may want me to do videos about more anime or video games. Other people may want me to do more jujitsu videos. But the thing is, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, right? I'm gonna do whatever I feel like doing. And so other people can't control me. So it's kind of like I wish I could fly. And I can't fly, so I feel always bad because I always can't fly. Wanting other people to change is more or less in that same vein of thought. So it's not really conducive. It doesn't really belong in a happy and fulfilling and non-suffering kind of a lifestyle. Number three is other people think a certain way and do things a certain way, and it makes no sense to you. But the thing is, to them, they're doing it because that makes perfect sense to them. And you also do things that don't make sense to you, right? You indulge, like a lot of people, not you specifically, but like the general you, indulge in lots of negative habits and patterns that don't really help your life, but you do it anyway, right? Um, so you may think you're right, but even you are not really free from being like completely right all the time. And other people are exactly the same. So there's no real right or wrong way to live life. There's no real greater point. There's no real um, better way, worse ways to do things. It's just all up to individual choice. And when you can't respect that about other people, then again, what that also implies is when you encounter someone who's even more right than you become less than them, right? If you think grades matter the most, then there's always gonna be someone who has a better GPA than you, right? And even if you have the perfect GPA, then you don't want to be the bad person, so you're gonna spend a lot of time stressing out about grades, right? So, just like that, um, feeling like you're right and other people are wrong and your way is better than other people's way is bad is creates hierarchies that aren't even true at all, and it makes you subject to those power hierarchies and you willingly subscribe to these power systems that don't really have a place in a mentally satisfied and non-suffering person's life. And fourth, you don't need to depend on other people for your happiness. So, oh, other people are listening to me and they respect me. So like let's take me as a personal example, right? I recently hit 400 subscribers. Yay! That was my goal. All I wanted in life was to have 400 YouTube subscribers, and I'm so happy now. But then, as soon as I make this video, like 9 people may unsubscribe, right? And now I'm back to 399. Oh no! Then I'm sad and I'm bummed out, and then I'm gonna try my best to get 400 again, but then it's not really up to me, right? It's up to other people to click the subscribe button. And you know how many people watch videos without subscribing? There's tons of YouTube channel I watched a lot and I don't subscribe simply because um it shows up on my feed anyway, right? So I don't really feel the need to click subscribe button. And I understand that it can happen to other people as well when they're watching my videos. But um, if I depend on other people to do something to make my life satisfied, then I'm not really in control of my life. I am enslaved by other people. I am enslaved by other people's opinions. I am enslaved by other people's actions. And that's not really why would I live like that? You know? It doesn't make me happy. It doesn't serve any purpose to me. I want, especially if you're diving in to the self-development world, I want you to recognize that you have a lot of power here. You have a lot of power here. And um, you have all the tools that you need in order to live a perfectly happy and sufficient life. Again, already in here, already in here. But the thing is, you can have the best golf club in the world, but you just may not know how to play golf. You may have the best snowboard, but you just may not know how to snowboard. Or like your equipment is maybe out of date and it doesn't align with your current values right now. But the thing is, everything already exists in here, and all you need to do is learn the skills of utilizing what's here and utilizing what's here to live the life that you desire, right? And kind of elaborate it a little bit more, that's more or less why we focus on yourself and not other people when we are talking about self development.